from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Report.
Good Sunday morning. I'm Forecaster John Bordash with you in the JB Weather Center this morning to give you the latest update on what looks to be our season's first widespread accumulating snowfall. However, it doesn't look like we're talking about too much, but let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit more. We have an area of low pressure that's going to be moving through the mid-south through the day today going into Monday morning, giving those areas their first taste of winter with some light to moderate snowfall accumulations. We're then going to see that area of low pressure transfer its energy to the coastline and develop a new storm system. And the question is, how far north is that area of low pressure able to come? If it's able to come far enough to the north, we could be talking about some decent snowfall totals. We're going to be plenty cold, so there's no question about whether or not we're going to mix. The real question is how much moisture is going to be around that could fall as snow. And if this track is too far to the south, we're probably not talking about much snow at all. Let's go ahead and take you on over to our Cedar Point Federal Credit Union Futurecast. And this model does show some early signs of snowfall as we head into Monday morning. I'd be really hesitant about this, though, because we're going to be rather dry across the region Monday morning. That means that much of what's shown here likely isn't going to be reaching the ground. And even if it does, it's probably only going to be light snow flurries. However, this probably will be focused to areas south of DC. As we head through the day Monday, some off and on periods of light snow showers are going to be possible. I wouldn't expect too much of an impact, and I wouldn't expect too much accumulation. Maybe a brief coating could be possible. It isn't until we head towards Tuesday afternoon and evening that we start to see that moisture overspread the mid-Atlantic. I really would be looking for time periods after sunset on Monday to start seeing widespread snow move into the region. And this snow, while light at times, could start to pile up for several spots. And as we head through the night Monday going into early Tuesday morning, we see that widespread snowfall. Now, moisture is going to be rather scarce, so this is only going to be a light event. We're not talking about bands of moderate to heavy snow setting up. The longer that we can keep the snow over us, though, the more snow that we will be able to see. Our Futurecast model here keeps snow throughout the night Tuesday going into Tuesday morning, and this model starts to get snow out of the region as we head towards Tuesday morning. Now, I would expect the snow to be hanging on just a little bit longer for areas north of DC, where the snow starts a little bit later, so it's going to be getting out a little bit later. How much snow are we talking about? I'm expecting a general 1 to 2 inches of snow for much of the mid-Atlantic. Again, this isn't a big event for many of us, but because we are so cold, whatever falls will stick to many surfaces, so this could lead to some slick spots. I could see some locally higher totals of 2 to 3 inches, maybe an isolated 4-inch amount for areas along and northwest of I-95. And the only reason we could be talking about locally higher totals there is because the snow does hang on through Tuesday morning going into the lunch hour on Tuesday for those locations. But the million-dollar question, how far north is this system allowed to come? And if it's allowed to come far enough to the north, how much moisture is going to be present? We're going to see early snowfall through the day on Monday for areas south of DC. This doesn't look to be much. I would expect very low accumulation. It isn't until those overnight hours where we see widespread light snowfall come through the region with cold temperatures. And this is where we could pick up that quick inch or two of snow. And then we're going to start to see things move out through the day on Tuesday. Winds are not going to be an issue for us, so I wouldn't expect power outages, but travel impacts are going to be possible. They should remain rather minor for the day tomorrow, but travel impacts could start to pile up as we head towards Tuesday morning with those slick spots, which, yes, could lead to school delays and closures. I'll have more information on that as we head through the day on Monday, though. Stay tuned to JB Weather for the latest information. We have new data coming into the Weather Center throughout the day today, which could lead to some changes to our forecast. Stay tuned to JB Weather for the latest information. In the meantime, I'm Forecaster John Bordash, and have a nice and safe one.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.